Hello, welcome to VibeCode Like a Champ. I'm your host, Paul Pinto, and today, after almost 1 week without making any video, I'm coming just to tell what I've been doing all this week, all along. This is my YouTube channel. I hope that you can subscribe, like the videos, and subscribe. This will help a lot. And every video that I'm making, I posted on my social social network, LinkedIn, and I hope that you follow me there. If you are a company or someone that would like to know a little bit more about vibe coding and all the techniques that I'm using, please contact me, and I'll be I will be able to help you as much as I can. Today, what we're going to do, we're going to tell you what I've been doing all this week. Last week, I was improving my fitness application. It was to start to doing the workouts, and there was this kind of new tables called workout objectives and workout categories that I would like to create these reference tables. I have these two types of reference tables. Is normal in any application. There will be this read-only reference table that never change. The good example of that is the month of the year. There will be not a new month of the year soon, or probably never. And there will be these reference tables that we can add or even change any of the elements that are already in the reference table. Then we had those two types of table, but we until last week we didn't have a strategy for how to handle that. We had this kind of called reference table service that will handle everything. The problem is all the tables are different, and sometimes I have some reference tables that have more elements, like not just a value, a code and a description, or a name and description, but I will have more information about these reference tables, and this will start to be a mess. Because of that, I started to make a huge refactor that will create, and another thing, and we're gonna create on the not only on the back end on the API cache system, and will be on the UI also, the especially on the admin cache system. Then we don't need to be always going back and forward with this information. With that, we had a need when we were creating these new workout categories and objectives. It was providing every change, everything that was changing was giving hundreds, if not lots of them, 500, 600 test errors. Most of these test errors was quite easy to solve, but the problem was that there was a lot of duplication of code, and because of that, every time that we change something to add in the new reference tables, the other tables were failing, and we had to basically not going to say that we need to redo everything, but we need to fix everything and add these new validations and so on, and this and that and that. And we need to stop doing that. I always say this, that with AI it helps a lot. It can really help a lot, but it's even lower than the junior developer. Yeah, he can do way more than a junior developer, but he can fail way more than a junior developer also. Usually when we talk to a person, when we say something, he's going to continue to do it. With AI, sometimes we just enter what we call a dead trap. That he's gonna lie to us, say that he already read the documentation, is apply everything regarding documentation, and he doesn't. Say that everything is implemented, and he doesn't. Say that all the tests are passed, but they are not. Say that the build was working, but the build was failing. He's gonna tell us all of these things. A junior developer doesn't do that. Then we always have to have a lot of steps. Steps in the middle that we're going to check out checkout points that we're going to say, okay, here, check it everything again, and if you follow this channel, you're going to know that I already have a list of tasks, and every time that we implement some of the things that are okay, test it everything, make sure that you don't go to the next category or next tasks without testing everything here, everything in green, all the builds are done, and ask the user to verify. I always have all these things in place. Nevertheless, it's a lot of code. We are trying to use only vibe coding here. I'm trying not to go and do any code. That's why it's sometimes the code base it's a little bit of a mess. During this week, one of the things that I've done is basically I went to the code. I didn't make changes. I went to see everything that I didn't like it, and I start to tell. Let's say no, I don't like this. Let's create a quality standards. Let's create. I have it here a few files about that. For example, the quality. It's a little bit down. A little bit. The mails already passes. Quality should be where it is. PR. It should be around here. Now I don't find it. That's so easy to find. Should be quality. Bug implementation. Now it is. Oh my god. Against the quality. That's this file here, but now I don't find it. Maybe it's not. Quality standards, this one, quality review, code review, there's a quality review, the template, add quality to our process. There's a quality standards MD, so now I don't find it for any reason, but not a problem. That's what I just want to say. I added a lot of checkpoints in everything that's going to try to make it this. Another thing that I added during this week was code review. Because of this quality, I had it also a code review step that will be added to all the tasks in our code. It means every time that we reach this checkpoint, we're going to need to have a code review made by the system. And I would like to show you the code review, and then I will do one that you're going to see the result. I have it here, code review that I'm going to give this one, and we're going to see it this as a PDF. Doesn't need to go to see it in the MD file, and you're gonna see this is the commit hash of this code of these changes, and you're gonna tell me that based on the quality standards. You see, I was not finding the file, but he always addressed the file quality standards. Those were the files that he changed, that he was reviewing, and all the checkpoints. In this case, he checked for all these things and the issues found known, and the null, because I was giving back a lot of nulls. Now I'm changing for a null object pattern that I'm never going to change, propagate a null. It's always going to propagate an object that is kind of an empty object. Then pattern matching. I'm using a lot of pattern matching instead of a lot of ifs, a lot of return points in the beginning and the middle, and where everywhere in the method there was always a check this return, check this return. I don't like that. That increases our cyclomatic complexity, and I don't want like this. The testing, all the tests, performance, there's a lot of points that I would like that the system will check it, and then it'll give us a review. It said in this case, you're going to tell me that there's a critical issues, is missing authorization. I don't have that implemented yet, and I'm not going to check what is. Then after that, should not have it, but I'd like was always to be a remember. That was always minor fixes like redundant endpoint. There was this get by value that is identical by get by name. We could just reuse it or remove one. There was the missing handling codes. Yeah, some of the metrics of these, how many lines. I have another metric that I have is kind of all. I try not all the methods get less than 20 lines of code. Yeah, this is just something that I asked the reviewer to check, but it's not something that's totally enforced. I try to keep that rule in place. Then the decision, this will be a review that requires changes, all the changes that you need to ask me to do, and then I can go that and ask, okay, go to based on this review mode to do this change. And this change is basically, it goes to the controller. It did a lot of reviews, the controller, this and this, but this was basically a change, code review on the controller, and I asked him to create it. But I can ask the code review to do for a specific file. In this case, with muscle grub controller, I can say do the muscle grub group. This one is was really nice. This for the service and the communication with the reference tables. And here is another code review, and he's gonna say to us that let me go to the end, to the bottom. He say that is approved. In this case, the decision is approved. Then we can move forward with our work, and everything is done. And I'm gonna start here a code review with you guys, and I will show you the results. I have it here. I say that can you follow the final code. This is because I did a lot of changes on these muscle groups, and then say create me a final code review template for all the refactor that was done, migrating the muscle group to use the enhanced reference service, and create the code review and put it in this folder. This is what I want to tell him to do. And let's wait. I'm gonna make a pause. I'll come back in a second with the result. Hello, the report is done and it's final. Let's see the results, and let's put it here. And we can see that the name of the file is quality standard, that I was looking for quality. It was quality code. So this is approved with notes. Let's take a look on the notes. He took in consideration all the other code reviews that I did it individually. That is good. Because we're going to continue to do this, and the final one should be combining all the code reviews that we have, and we're going to tell what the files that we done, all the services, the controls, what was done, and then we're going to see what all the things that wasn't, all the thing here was passed. He say that the excellent architecture, well, it's good to hear these things, of course. Testing coverage, you're going to tell there's a problem with the tests. And this will be probably the issue that you're going to see. Missing unit tests. He said that he doesn't have enough unit tests for this. Now what I can do for this is, just because you have notes, yeah, I can when we have approved with notes, it will be the user that need to say, okay, I accept that we're gonna have these notes, but we're gonna move forward. Or I can go to the system and say, no, based on this report, please go to fix everything that is there. And this is something that is very interesting and very important. And then he knows precisely what he needs to be done, because this is where we have it here, all the tests that are missing in this case, or the missing unit test for the muscle group service. And he going to do those things, and it's missing, and we're gonna have. And now I'm going to start to use these code reviews way more. I'm going to include these in my development process when I'm going to implement some feature. And I hope that I will increase the quality of the code, the quality of the end code, using these code quality standards and the code reviews based on these code quality standards. I hope that everything going to go well. Another thing that just to finish, another thing is, it's better to do these code reviews in a different context. It means that we should what we should do here, not this here. We should, when we want to do working, and then what we should do is clear, or even leave the code and run the code review, and then it doesn't have anything in the context that can change the outcome, the decision, the final decision. That would be always good to have it a clean context to do that. That's all. I have other news that I would like to come out and tell you guys. It just didn't have the time yet. Last week this started like that. Last week I did it to have a good quality in the end, was creating what I call the integration test. With this integration test was, for example, here the reference data, having here all the integration tests done in Gherkin language using SpecFlow and the migration of that. I have another video coming out in the next days about that, to explain everything that I did there. For now, it's all. I hope you had a good time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on the YouTube and on the LinkedIn. Bye bye.